Hi Army, welcome back. So this is the reading I talked about on Twitter. And if you haven't checked out my Twitter, maybe it's time to do that. So please follow me on my Twitter handles. My handles are all in the description box. And yeah, this is the reading. What's coming up during Mercury retrograde, and this is now. Mercury is the planet that rules the communication. And so 4 times a year, if you look at Mercury, like if you would have if you would look closely at the planet, you would see how Mercury is not going forward but backward. But that's just it's an illusion. Of course, the planet doesn't turn around, but it looks as if. And this is 4 times a year. And in those times, oftentimes funny things happen, like your emails get lost, people from the past come back, exes come back, they look for resolution, something like that. So there's a lot of stuff coming up that had no solution in the past. Or it's stuff that's coming up, karma, and also stuff that, you might take a rest or something. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's coming up. And we have 4 piles here, and we want to look what especially for you is coming up. So you might resonate with one of those piles. And please choose one of the piles or 2, you can always choose more than one pile, that's possible. Nothing is set in stone here. So the first pile is amethyst. And I don't say anything to the stones because I want you to choose from your intuition, or with your intuition. I say something to the stones when we go to the piles. So the light, dark blue. Second pile. The third pile, look at this, carniol. It's like orange. And then we have the 4th pile, rhodonite. It's like black and, how you say, rosé? Pink? Black pink. Black pink. Okay, so here we go. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. So please choose 1 or 2 piles and then go to the provided timestamps I already put under the video. And we see each other there. Bye, guys. So hi, guys. Now we're looking at pile 1. And yes, as I said before, Mercury retrograde goes till March the 10th. And so please, we have things you need to do is like this planet rules communication. So, it could be that emails get lost. It could be that if you sign a contract, you forget to look at the, what is written in small parentheses, something like that. So, please check until March 10 carefully your emails and everything, because sometimes also emails got lost. When we upload stuff, like from the videos, they get lost. I experienced things like that too. I even experienced, I was losing my key like 3 years ago, and this was the first time ever this happened to me in my life, because I'm usually a person that's very organized. And looking back now, I saw it was during Mercury retrograde, so things like that happen, okay? And just make sure to check everything. Also, for the comeback of the boys, we have to make sure that on YouTube, they could get many more views lost, because it's in Mercury retrograde, the comeback. So we have to double check on that, So let's see, pile 1, what's coming up for you during Mercury retrograde? What's coming back to you? What is the universe wanting to remind you of? This is stuff that's coming back from the past. It's stuff that's, just what the universe wants to say to you. The amethyst is a stone that you can carry around when you have a lot of stress, and it's kind of like a stress reliever. So what I see here is that you experienced a lot of stress in the past. I also see, look at this stone here. Doesn't it look like a mountain? I don't know, but I see something like up, going up and down. It's like, you know, like moving forward. Also, like an arrow. See this? So, yeah, I think you're constantly moving forward. And maybe Mercury retrograde is this time advising you to just take a stop and reevaluate what you have already reached so far, you know, and see how much you already reached, you know, because this is, or you overcame a mountain, something like that. So let's look at the cards. I mean, I cannot just predict from a stone, but that's what's coming in, you know. Okay. So I used my Mermaid's Tarot. So this is a lot of mermaid-inspired readings and also a full moon-inspired readings, because number 16, you know, is the moon in the new upcoming album, and I'm very excited already. So here we have it. Oh my gosh, see, that's what I was feeling in the stone. It says take time to breathe out. This emanating moon. So this Mercury retrograde, I can't even speak that name. This Mercury retrograde is advising you to just take time out. Take time out till March 10. Like, not take time out and don't go to work, but take time out from your usual schedule and just see how far you've come. Because if it says take time to breathe out, it means you experienced a lot of stuff in the past. Like, it was a very hard time for you. Also in communication it could be, you know, because Mercury rules the planet, you know, it rules the communication center. So, yeah, maybe also breathe. I mean, breathe is talking about the throat chakra, which is expressing yourself and talking and fighting, you know, like if you have arguments. So maybe the universe is saying, well, take time. You have already reached so much. Just till March 10, just take time for yourself. Look at what you have already reached so far. So we look at further cards, what they are saying, you know. Yeah, so we have the mirror. Look at this. It's like, it says know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. And the number 2 and 1 you see up there add up to 3, and 3 is the union between mind, body and soul. And this is what the universe wants you to do. They want you to, you know, just step back from your usual things and just reflect yourself. Reflect upon what you have reached so far until now. So because of all those stones and this as a stress reliever, I see that you've been through a lot lately, you know, and the universe is saying, especially in emotions, because we have water here, and of course the mermaid is water, but I think it says that you experienced a lot of turbulent emotions in the past, and you get to know yourself through that, you know, you learn to love yourself. And the universe is saying, just take a look in the mirror and see how far you've come already. So just take some time out. That's coming up. Maybe that's also an issue you have because you're always striving forward, because I was seeing that arrow here. Maybe you are a person that's constantly striving for more in life. And the universe brings that up for Mercury retrograde to really reflect upon yourself. Also upon your communication to others, you know, and also to the communication to yourself, you know. What do you say to yourself? Do you love yourself, or do you say to yourself, well, I have to keep moving, you know? So I think, and look at this again, we have Imrama, voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage, journey of the soul. And this adds up to 9. So for me, that is you've gotten to a point where you're very self-independent, like you're very self-independent. This word doesn't exist. Like, you know what I mean. You're very self-aware. You, and look at those dolphins, I mean, dolphins are like the communication, you know, and like dolphins stand also for communication. So, and this woman is reaching for the dolphin. See that? So maybe what's coming up is for you to see, to communicate also to yourself, because the dolphin is here in underwater, you know, and water stands for emotion. Maybe also to express your emotions also to yourself, you know, and to see you're on that boat, you're on the journey for a long time, and you've overcome a lot. Because here for me, it looks like this mermaid is like, yeah, on that journey for a long time. And for me, it looks like she's finally hitting ground, you know? This is a good sign. For me, this looks like someone who's in a boat and tries to find an island. Tries to find somewhere where they can, you know, land on. And that's what I feel here. I feel here you've been through the waters, you've been through the ringer, you've been through a lot, and you finally found your place. You finally found home. Maybe you even finally found yourself, and it's time to communicate that to yourself and to other people. And that's why Mercury retrograde brings that up. Maybe you haven't admitted this to yourself, you know? Yeah. And this is what came up with the numerology cards. And here we have forgiveness. And this is all blue again. Look at this. This is communication. So if there is someone, you have still talk to them and to forgive them, you know, and to communicate your forgiveness to on your journey. You know, maybe because of a person in your life. I mean, that's how it's usual is, you know. Like we go through hardships and we meet soulmates on our way, on our journey that put us through the ringer, you know. And because of that, we learn how to look at ourselves. We learn how to deal with our emotions. That's all because those peoples put us through hardships. And here we have again the purple color. And you know, the purple stands also for me for being an army. So this speaks to me that a lot of army have this hardship or have experienced this. Take time to breathe out, you know. And I also see here, it's the connection to the universe. It's, you know, seeing that what you've been through and talking about this. Because blue is the color of the throat chakra and also of the third eye chakra. So for me, this is a combination of both, like seeing what you have been through and also communicating. So if there is some person, go back to them. Maybe it's time that you go back to a person during Mercury retrograde, you know, and to communicate your forgiveness, that you forgive them, you know, because it's very important in life. If you don't want to communicate it, you know, you can write it down. That's also a good thing to do. Like if you are not in contact with that person, I'm not saying you have to go there and knock on their door, you know, you can just write it down, because it could also mean here, because that purple color is the universe, it could also mean that you should write down your forgiven words to whoever hurt you in the past, and then the universe, you know, takes those words. And then this person will feel it in their energy field, you know. If you always write down stuff, the universe is taking it, you know. That's very important to know, even if it sounds crazy, but write down what you want to say. Write down stuff. If you are not in contact with the person, write it down. The universe sees it, and then they can feel that energy, you know. And it says positive energy. This is German. I tried to translate it. See that light also here in the deep sea? So you found a light through all of this hardship you went through. You found the light in the deep of your emotions. And it says, surround yourself with positive people and situations. Yeah. Don't go where negativity is. And I think that's very important. I also want to hold that channel negative energy free. You know, we're growing a lot and we're getting bigger each day. And you know, when you're getting bigger, that it draws also attention to a lot of attention seekers and people who embody a lot of negative energy. And yeah, they probably come to our channel, but we should be very, like, I would be happy if you guys also, you know, notice that and write something to that. But please be calm, you know, we can be calm and answer in a nice manner, and so that they don't need to be on my channel, you know. But you know, we don't have to make a fuss around it. But I see that the more you grow, of course, the more you draw in also negative energy. I mean, we're protected, I know that, but you know, I don't like this also. I don't like it, because we're all army, and I think we as army, we should always be one with ourselves, you know. We should like really support other armies too, you know. So this is also a message for you, that surround yourself with positive energy. Not with people that drain your energy and that give out negative vibes. That's very important. So let's look at the tarot cards. And here we have to see if you see it. Maybe I should do it like this. Yeah. Yes. So I show you. We have creativity. And this is what needs to get started, you know. Yeah, that was a sign, guys. So for me, that means start something new. Because you see here, you might be a fire sign. Sagittarius, Leo, and Leo, Sagittarius. I always forget the fire signs, zodiac signs, when I talk about them. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, you know. So you might be one of those persons, like one of those zodiac signs. But it doesn't have to be. You could also be someone who embodies that energy. So the universe is saying it's time to start something new. But before you do so, just take time to reflect, you know, and express your creativity. Also, because I see here, that's what you do right now. And that the change was coming, you know. You were walking away from a situation. The Eight of Cups is like change. There was some kind of change in your life that really made you see, that really made you reflect yourself, you know. Something that happened to you. There was some change in your life. And that's brought you to a place where you kind of have to recover. And that's the energy you are in now, or the universe is saying you should be in now, you know. So the change was there. You overcame some kind of hardship, and you're resting now, you know, and you're recovering. And during this time period, this is again like this card. The universe is saying, look what makes you happy. Try to express yourself in a creative way. Use creativity in this period of Mercury retrograde. Use creativity to overcome this, you know, and take time out. Take time to breathe out. Really look at what you have already accomplished, you know. Really look at this, and then you will see clearly, and you can start, you know, after Mercury retrograde, you can start into new creative adventures, okay? That's what the universe is saying. And we draw. I have my animal spirit deck here. Well, that's not mine, but I mean, I bought it. And we want to see what advice the universe is giving to you, okay? So universe, what advice are you giving to this army for Mercury retrograde? Pile 1. Oh my gosh, we have the squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. Look at this. It says 5 and 7 is 12. And again, we have 12. Was it? Oh, look at this. Where was my 12? I think I saw 12 here. Wasn't it 12? Oh no, but it was like a 2 and a 1. Yeah. Like if you do count the 2 and the 1 together, it's 3. And this card here, it's 12, and this is also 3. Okay? So look at what you've already collected. That's what the universe is saying, you know. A squirrel collects and then they go to sleep and they have something what they can eat while they're sleeping. And that's what you're doing, you know, right now during Mercury retrograde. It's time, like this is your overall card. During Mercury retrograde, it's an important thing to just rest, you know, recover, take time to breathe out. Look what you've already accomplished and believe in yourself, okay? That's what I have for pile 1, guys. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please also like the video. And I also love to communicate and to interact with you under the tweet in the comment section. So I would love that if we can do that. Bye, guys. So hi, Army. You picked the blue stone, the sodalite stone. And the sodalite stone is all about removing blockages. So we will see why you have to remove, what kind of blockages you have to remove. So we will see that in our reading. And please know that the planet Mercury rules communication. I said that before. And yeah, we have to be extra careful when we look at contracts or when you write emails. Make sure that they really arrive, you know, because during Mercury retrograde, it happens that emails get lost, and you know, sometimes for us readers, when we upload things on YouTube, it gets lost or it doesn't work, and something like that, you know. So let's see what's coming up for you this Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde is until March the 10th. And it says nothing will come of this situation. This is amazing because, you know, you pick the blockages, like this is a remover of blockages, the sodalite stone. And there's some kind of blockage, you know. And the universe is saying, well, right now, you know, you cannot remove this blockage. Nothing will come of the situation. You have to revalue, figure things out new, you know. We will see what this is all about in the next cards. You see here it's very dark, but there's also like stripes of purple in the universe, and we see the moon very beautiful. Oh, also we have to make sure, I just got reminded because the moon of the song of our boys album, we have to make sure during Mercury retrograde, if we stream, you know, more views could get lost, you know, during this time of the comeback, because it falls right into Mercury retrograde. Okay, nothing will come out of the situation, so we'll see what's this all about. And it says, there are those worth making, there are those that will destroy you. For me, this seems like a decision. And look how black and purple she is again, you know? Wow. And she doesn't really look happy. It's like, for me, this is, with this card, it's like trying and trying and trying for something what's not moving. So you're trying to make something happen where the blockages are not in your way. The blockages are from the outside. The blockages is from the universe. The question is why this blockage is here, okay? And I think it's about a decision making. Also reevaluate what you really want, because it says sacrifice. For me, this also means if you make a choice or if you make a decision, you always have to sacrifice something. And that's why you're torn in between maybe a decision, because you know, in each situation, you have to sacrifice something in your life, and you're trying to figure out which way to take to know what the better sacrifice is, you know? This is how it feels like. What else do I see in this card? It kind of reminds me like Black Swan, you know? I see here that I don't know, I see the snake here. I know that's her body, you know, the mermaid body, but I kind of see a snake, and when I see a snake, it reminds me of healing. So there's some issue that needs healing. And the universe tries to communicate this to you, you know, that you will feel that that if we're trying to make something happen, there's a blockage. And I think it's a blockage in deciding what you have right now. I see here a net, could be on the internet too. Something that has to do with internet. And here the 1 and the 1, look at this. 1 and 1 equals 2, that's a decision. And either one decision you have to make a sacrifice. That's what I think, yeah. And that's why nothing will come of the situation, because you don't know where to go. It's blocked right now because you don't know what to choose, you know. Yeah, let's do this card first. We do those cards first. I really love those mermaid cards. I chose a mermaid theme and the moon, you know, because I really think it's very mysterious. It really fits very nice the Mercury retrograde theme, you know. It says the Selkie and her skin. And then it says reclaiming your authenticity. It's like, and we have the 2 and the 5. And here I read the 2 and the 5, like in numerology, you know, it adds up to 7. And 7 is a very spiritual number, and 7 is the upcoming album. So this number means a lot to you. It could also mean, you know, when I look at here and authenticity, that this album of our boys will be very authentic, you know. Maybe that's true. I don't know. Of course it is. I mean, our boys are authentic when they, you know, when they sing their songs. But for me here, I see the 2 as a decision making and the 5 change. And this change is not here yet, because you have to stay authentic to yourself, the Selkie and her skin. It's like there are 2 ways you can move around the situation. There are 2 ways. And you're trying to figure out the one to take. This decision you still have to make. And that's why the blockage is there, because you cannot find the solution. And the solution is stay true to yourself. So if you wondered what about, like, and you have a decision on your mind and you don't know what to do, you know, please contemplate. Look how she's contemplating. She's contemplating about her authentic self. So if you have to sacrifice by making a decision, take this one, what is the most true to you. Don't look at how other people view that decision you make. Don't do this. Because I feel here, because she's like part of the pack. Look at this. She's part of a pack. Those are your friends, your family, and they advise you to do some kind of decision, but you're not really into this, what they advise you. Because you say, I'm different. I'm someone else. I want to choose something else. And that's why you're torn. Because you're afraid to be not part of the pack anymore. But what she's not realizing is that she is not, what are those animals called? I have a hard time saying animals in English because I don't know. I haven't learned that. I have to look up animals because there are a lot of animals in my decks. But she's not realizing she's a mermaid. She's different. She's not like them. And that's why you are afraid to make this decision, and that's why the blockage is there, because you don't see your own worth. You don't see that you are different than the others, and it's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to make that decision based on your values and not the values of your family, maybe, okay? This is what I see strongly here. And that's why the universe brings in like a stop, like a blockage, so that you realize that. You know, this is what I'm seeing. Because, you know, either decision you make, you have to sacrifice something. But the thing is, you're trying to think about how to sacrifice one or the other. And the thing is, you need to stay true to who you are, you know. And that's why this blockage is there. And this is German. And I try to translate it. It says, time of stillness. And it says, like, go into hermit mode and meditate. Like, take yourself out of the situation and try to think what you really want. This is very important, what you really want, not what others want. Look, the parrot also here for me is like people talking like on Twitter and in your friend circle or in your family circle. And you know, if you have to make this decision, like if you make the decision one way, then people start talking about you. But who cares, you know? Who cares? People will always talk about if they don't match up, you know, with what we want. But it's important to choose the thing what's on your mind. It's important to choose what you really want. And that's why the universe is stopping you and puts in this blockage during Mercury retrograde so that you can reevaluate. What do I want? Do I need to express to other people? What's my way? And then this blockage, they remove that. And here again, look at this card that came also out. The self-love card. And this is, look at how orange this is. The orange is the sacral chakra, standing in your own power. And look at this, 6 and 1, 7. Maybe you find your true authentic self when 7 comes up, because this is 7. This album comes out now and during retrograde, so maybe you find the answer in that album. How to decide, you know, what decision to make. Maybe you find that in the album. And it's also about expressing that decision, because blue is the throat chakra. And you know, Mercury rules communication, speaking, talking, the throat chakra. So that's why you should express your self-love by making that decision. And maybe reevaluate, and when Mercury retrograde is over, speak what's on your mind, you know? Make that decision based on what your values are. That's very important, I think, in this pile. Very important. So let's look at the tarot. And I think it's funny because, yeah, I think it's funny because, like, you know, those are different decks. And when I draw them and this came out, you know, yeah. So again, we have the Two of Pentacles here. It's like the two decisions you have to make, and you're in between. You kind of juggle with those options because you don't want to do them. You know, you're in between. You're like the turtle, and you're very slow in making your decision. That's why the blockage is in there. You're saying, oh no, that can wait, you know. And the universe is saying, yes, look at what's important for you. Reclaim your authenticity. Try to, during Mercury retrograde, try to find what's making you happy, what's important for you. And then we have strength. And strength is, again, look at this. Number 11. Number 11. It's about sacrifice. And here I see a lot of fishes in the sea. You have to be strong. Like, look at this. Those are all the opinions. When you choose one of those sides, you need to sacrifice something, you know. And those are all what's flooding over you. Like, if you choose something, like, those are all the opinions of other people. Your family, your friends, and they will flood you and say, no, why did you do this? You know, why? What happens? And you have to be very strong when you make that decision. You know, stand in your power. Choose the one that's where you find your true self, and then stand strong. Sacrifice what is needed. And it's okay, you know. And right now, you're getting the motivation from the universe. That's what you're waiting on. You're waiting for the motivation. That's why you don't do this decision. You're not motivated enough, you know. You're waiting for that one want. Because there are the two decisions where you are in between. And you're waiting for that one idea that's coming to your mind. And you will get it. That's why that blockage is in there. But the universe will bring you this motivational idea. And it's when you reflect your own self. When you reflect your own self, being true to yourself, then you find this idea. So let's draw an advice card. So universe, what advice can you give this army to find their decision? What advice can you give? Wow. Oh my gosh, it's 7 again. Oh my gosh. Okay, the advice is learn from the past. So something you should not repeat what you have done in the past. Okay? So maybe in the past you already, you always been someone who is, who loves to stay in groups, in group setting, because look at this, 25-25. That's like a message. That's crazy. So an elephant, of course they are in groups, but I see an elephant as as an animal that's very strong, stands in their power, and they go their own way, and elephants follow. But they go their own way. And look at this, see this chakra, that's the third eye chakra, that's seeing. That's getting the idea how to solve that. And you will learn if you don't look at the past. Like I see here in the past, you always try to fit in. And that's what you should what you should not do, And that's why there's a blockage in yourself and in the situation. The universe is saying, learn from the past, stand up for yourself, sacrifice what is needed. And it's okay, love yourself. That's very important. And then this will happen, You can make your decision. So this is what's coming up for you during Mercury retrograde. I hope you make the right decision. And please subscribe to my channel and please like the video. And if you haven't comment, I would really be happy if you guys comment so we can stay in contact and we can communicate with each other. And okay, wish you a nice day. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. So welcome to pile 3. You chose for what's coming up for Mercury retrograde. And we have this beautiful carnival stone here. And this is stands for happiness, having fun in life, being happy about everything. So let's see what this is all about. Let's see what your theme is, what's coming up during Mercury retrograde. So we have, look at the bigger picture and look at how this stone is fitting to the colors. Look at this. Isn't it amazing? I always love how the synchronicities are when I shuffle the deck and everything, how it comes out, So you could have been a Sagittarius, or you could be a Sagittarius, or your moon could be in the sign of Sagittarius. Please look at your zodiac chart for that, to know that. But the meaning is, look at the bigger picture. So we will see what this is all about. I mean, we need more cards, no? To say, look at the bigger picture. What is this all about? And I have my mermaid deck because I wanted to have a mermaid style and moon style reading, because I really love when the new album drops, in 2 days. Then I'm really excited for that moon song. Number 16, yay! So we will see that. What's that all about? And it says reflections. And when I look at this card here, oh my gosh, didn't I just say number 16? I haven't even looked at this card as number 16 too. Oh my gosh. Wow. So the moon means something for you. And this song, you should check out number 16 on the album, the song The Moon. I mean, how big is that moon here, And there's an arrow. Wow. So you should check that out, what this is all about. Let's see. It says, look at your reflections. And the moon is, if you look at the moon is all about reflecting and also reflecting yourself. The moon is in tarot the divine feminine energy, like the feminine energy. And also, a guy could embody feminine energy. It's not always that you have to be a woman to embody feminine energy. It's just energy. And the moon represents feminine energy, And if it says, what you contemplate can actualize. For me, this means you're trying to manifest. This is for me something like manifestation. It sounds for me like this. We have to look at the other cards. I don't know them yet, But for me, it's like you reflect, you think about something, you contemplate about something, and you're trying, because look at this, is like an illusion. You're trying to bring an illusion into reality. And the universe is saying yes, because this is a yes for me, and this card is for happiness. So I don't think this is a bad sign. We have to look at the other cards though. But for me, this is yes, you can do it. You know, what you contemplate can actualize. What you see in the reflection, what you see in the image, what you see about the moon can actually come to reality. And that's what the universe wants to tell you during Mercury retrograde, whatever you're contemplating on. Be it a new job, be it a person, you can manifest them into your life. You have all what it takes because, you know, this is like the happiness stone. Let's see. What else? Wow, look at this. It says homeland. Oh my gosh, it's number 44. It's another synchronicity, guys. And 4 plus 4 equals 8. This is some infinite stuff you're doing. You're trying to manifest, I think, a person that's your soulmate. Look at this. Arrival, a journey ends, building settled. Yeah, that's a person. And it's going really slow. Also, like, look at how big this turtle is. It's like you're trying and trying and trying, and the manifestation doesn't happen. This is my pile again, I think. I love that. But I don't have a moon in Sag. But, you know, sometimes we don't have to have the moon in Sag or to be a Sag in zodiac signs. It just means look at the bigger picture, because you're like trying and nothing is coming off the situation. And the universe is saying, like, yes, you can do it. Don't worry. Just look at the bigger picture. If nothing is coming right now, or if it's going very slow, you have to put your mind and look at the bigger picture, you know? Because right now I see that it's all about you having those thoughts that it's not working. Something like that. Let's see. What else is it saying? It says synchronicity. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So you might see numbers. 8 plus 7 equals 15. That's 15 and it's 16. That's like a progression. You get synchron numbers for, for what you're doing, what you're trying to contemplate. You see synchron numbers. Maybe you also see the numbers and then you try to contemplate. You think, why do I keep saying 4, 4, 4, you know, with a 4? Why do I keep seeing 16? Why do I keep seeing maybe the 8 a lot, you know? But you keep seeing numbers. Wow, that's amazing. But the universe is, with those numbers, the universe saying, look at the bigger picture. Look at what, we're here, we're helping you. We're helping you to bring that about in your life. But it needs time. Home is not built in one day, you know. Sometimes it takes a long time till we arrive at our homeland, you know. This is a journey. It's all about the journey. And I think that's coming up for Mercury retrograde for you, because you're probably doing this for at least 2 or 3 years. Yeah, you're trying to manifest something into your life, a wish, a dream. You're doing that for a very long time. It's not coming. It's not coming. And that's why sometimes you just sit there and think, what's happening? Why is not working what I wish for, you know? And the universe is saying, well, you know, you need to look at the bigger picture. You need to look at what's going on. But we give you signs. That's what the universe is saying, you know? We give you signs. Don't worry about that. And it says, oh yes, look at this. It says, set, ready, go. This is the perfect moment to focus on what your heart wishes. Look at this. It's like working, guys. It's working. Look, and she's jumping on an orca into the water. And that's like here. It's like you're going on the journey. Also, if you contemplate if you should go on a journey, this card says yes. Like, or maybe you haven't been on a journey lately. You know, maybe what it also could be saying, because, you know, the Mercury is all about communication. So maybe, because look at those colors, this pink. Yeah. This is communication from the universe. Yes, that's what I was saying. This is the universe saying to you, we communicate with you. Because Mercury retrograde, I asked what is coming up during Mercury retrograde. And the Mercury retrograde, the Mercury rules communication. So what is coming up here is the universe saying, yes, just go, you know. Just move on your journey. It's okay. We sent you already synchronicities with numbers, with signs. We give you everything. But it just takes a long time. And that's okay, because what you wish for might be a longer journey, you know? You never know. But you can make it. This is also the stone for happiness. You can make it. And that's the communication with the universe. Isn't that cool? Wow. Yeah. And here we have the tarot cards. So look at this. It says boredom. This is like in the tarot, this is the card where the guy sits under the tree and the universe is handing him the cup. And he's not even seeing it because he's so focused on why it's not working. So what the universe is saying, don't be focused on things that, you know, on other things. Focus on this journey. And look at the bigger picture. And it's okay, you know. The universe is saying, don't worry. Don't worry. Just take that cup. We help you. Isn't that cute? It's like about communication with the universe. What's coming up during Mercury retrograde. And you're like bored and you're sad because look at this. I always love how those synchronicities are. Like you're bored and you're sad because there are too many restrictions. Like you cannot see it happen. You cannot see it happen. You wish for this for such a long time, and look how this sky is also very stormy. You've been through a lot. You wish for that for a long time already, and it's stormy. It's not clear. You cannot see the outcome, and the universe is trying to communicate with you through Mercury retrograde and saying, well, we sent you all the synchronicities, we sent you the sign, it's okay, just keep moving, you're on the right path. There might be restrictions, you know, but don't be bored because of that. Don't worry. Don't stop contemplating about that wish. Don't stop thinking that it will come. Don't stop because you need to believe that it comes true, you know? This is the universe is saying, look at this. It's all happiness. It's all okay. Don't worry about this. And then we have the last card. Isn't that cute? It's like imagination. Like she's having the last cup. She's having that cup and she's saying, yes, I imagine it. I communicate. And this is also the imagination for us, you know, humans, I would say. This is the communication we do with the universe, you know. This is the communication with the universe that in retrograde, they bring that up again. Because maybe sometimes you just sit there and you say, well, it's not coming true. This new job I want for such a long time, it's not coming. The studies I'm contemplating on, you know, finishing, or university I contemplate on finishing, I will never make it through. You should not do this, okay, Army? Just imagine the outcome. Dance with the dolphin. The dolphin is the communication with the universe. Just be okay with it, you know? The universe is saying, look at the bigger picture. Sometimes there's a blockage because they cannot show you what they are working on behind the scenes, you know? It's so beautiful. I love that. I love that pile. Pile 3 is cool. So let's draw a card for as an advice. So universe, what is the advice for pile 3? What is the advice? We take this one. Oh wow, look at this. And again we have a number. Again, wow, the snake is shedding her skin. Yeah, it's time to heal, it says. And it's time to heal that you are restricted. It's time to heal that you cannot do this. It's time to heal that you think, you know, you cannot bring this into reality. And also this is saying because, you know, there are synchron numbers and we have synchronicity here. It's like 5, 5 and number 5 when you put them together, it's 15. So it's 555. That's change. Change is about to come. But what you don't know, maybe, if you're manifesting, trying to manifest a person, they are healing. Like they cannot come right now into your life. They need time to heal. And that's what the universe is saying. Don't worry. You know, we're having that. We're having your back. We're here for you. Aw, I love that. That was my pile, I think. And of course you're a pile too. I mean, you're not so much different than I am, you know. So whoever chose this pile, this was cool, wasn't it? Okay, guys, let's move on. Please subscribe to my channel. Please also comment if you want. And please also like the video. And yeah, bye, guys. Hi, Army. So this is pile 4, the last one of the piles to choose. What comes up for you during Mercury retrograde. And as I said before, Mercury is the planet that rules communication. So please make sure during the time till March 10, Mercury retrograde ends, that yeah, you look, and if you have to sign contracts, please look at the, you know, that you don't oversee something. And if you write emails or stuff, you know, you have to make sure that they arrive, because usually stuff like that gets lost, you know, or if we upload something that could get lost, something like that happens in Mercury retrograde. And the stone you chose, oh, and I also want to say, if the comeback now, because this comeback is during this Mercury retrograde, we have to stream a lot, because usually the views get lost, you know, more than when it's not Mercury retrograde. So we have to really know that and focus on that also, you know. So don't be surprised if there are a lot more views missing on YouTube than usual, because, you know, it is what it is. It's Mercury retrograde now. And you chose this stone, and this stone is all about doing what you wish to do, you know, like realizing who you are and being who you are. That means standing in your truth, standing in your authentic self, you know. This is what this stone is about. So we will see how that fits into the reading. And let's see what's coming up for Mercury retrograde for you. Wow, look at this. Be bold and make the first move. Whatever this means. Maybe you asked yourself if you have a crush, if you should go for it, or they, you know. So we will see. We have to look at the other cards. I haven't seen them, so we know what's going on, you know. But the cardinal moon is a fixed moon. Cardinals are fixed signs, you know, in astrology. So let's see. So this is also standing in your truth, you know, standing in your authentic self. Cardinal signs are usually like zodiac signs, when they are cardinal, like Cancer and Capricorn, you know, they are very truthful. Like they are people who stand up for themselves and who talk their truth. They don't like being lied to, and they don't lie to people. So maybe that means something to you. So let's see what's going on. And we look at the Mermaid's card. I used Mermaid's card because I really love to have such a theme here. So let's see what it says. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Number 1, it says beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. See, integrity. It's all about being true to yourself, being true to your own authentic self. And we have number 1 here. So number 1 for me is a manifestor. So you're manifesting something with beauty. You are very beautiful. You might not see it, you know. Be bold and make the first move. Look at how those cards are similar from the colors. Isn't it beautiful? I haven't pointed it out lately, you know, because I do so many readings. But I used to point out when cards match. When I see that, and here I see that. Beauty, be bold and make the first move. I think you are in love with someone very beautiful, and you want to manifest them into your life, because the 1 is manifesting. You want to manifest this beautiful person into your life. Let's see what else we have. Oh, wow. Too much is hidden from you. Yeah, I see here the, look at this. It's like you cannot see what's going on and what's the outcome. It's like you're tapping in the dark. Yeah? It's like you're moving in the dark. And that's why it says be bold and make the first move, but you don't know how. Because you're not seeing where you're going. You just know you want to manifest that person into your life. Very beautiful person. So let's see what else this means. You know, we have to look at the cards. Yeah, there's a timeout right now. Look at this. There's a timeout, and the 3 + 7 = 10, which is 1 again. So maybe you see a lot of 111s, you know. Maybe you see that a lot. 111 or something like that. This card is very interesting. Too much is hidden from you. You cannot make the first move right now. So maybe this comes up again. Maybe this theme comes up. That there is a time out right now. And you're thinking, yeah, how should I move? How should I make the next move? Be bold and make the first move. You want to. I think this is what you want to do, but you can't really, because this the unseen. You don't know where to go. And the universe is saying, well, you know, sometimes we have to walk paths. We have to walk paths where we don't know where we're going. We just have to keep walking them. And that's what you need to do, probably. Because this is also finding your own truth. Being yourself. So for me, this means you are already beautiful in yourself, you know. So just keep moving. Be bold and do the first move. Like, just keep moving. Even because sometimes you're hesitating because you don't see. And that's what's coming out again, because it's a timeout. Yeah, this is the spirit here. The purple color is spirit. And the yellow color is the solar plexus chakra. That's all about standing in your authenticity. It's funny, isn't it? So there's a timeout right now, but you should still be beautiful and just walk, because that's what she's doing. She's walking, even if she can't see. That's what I see here. Let's look at the other cards. It says, oh, it says a change that's made by the universe. Wow, look at this. A very important change in life gives you a lot of blessing. Oh my gosh. So there's a change coming, guys. And you just make a move. So if this change is coming, I mean, you feel when the change is coming, because we have a 1 here. That's a new start. A new start in beauty. We have here again the 1. Yeah, that's a new start that's coming in. And the universe is saying when that new start is coming in, maybe after Mercury retrograde, be bold and make the first move. Just do it. It's okay. Just keep walking. Even if you don't see it right now, it's not seen. Yeah, it's suddenly. This change that's coming in, it's also suddenly, and it's very blissful. It's very blissful. And look how happy she looks. Look how happy. It's like she's swimming and dancing in her feelings. Yeah. You don't see that. You don't see the change that's coming, but the change is coming in. And during Mercury retrograde, it's coming up. And then on March 10, I think you're moving into a new phase of your life. And I think this is what's coming up in Mercury retrograde. Something you haven't seen, something not seen is coming into your life, and you should just, the universe is saying you can go for it. You know, it has everything to do with your own self. That's beautiful. So let's look at the tarot cards. And it says completion. Wow, look at this. It's like the 10 of Cups. Look at what's coming in. It will complete your life. It's like the 10 of Cups is like the overall best happiness card. Look at all those cups. It's like having emotional fulfillment. This is so beautiful. So there's a completion coming. Something what you, and you don't see that it's coming now. The unseen. It's not seen. Maybe you feel the change, but it's not seeing. Because right now you're in the timeout. But this is changing. During Mercury retrograde, this is changing. And something beautiful that makes you emotional fulfilled is coming in and completes that. This cycle here with the timeout gets completed. Wow! Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And you, this is the Nine of Pentacles. You're very grateful for that when this comes in. The Nine of Pentacles is also standing in your power, you know, being your own boss, you know, being your own self, making the first move. So it could also be a new job, a new person that's coming in, something that's coming in, an opportunity. And this makes you like so happy. This is like a completion of your life. And you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this. I haven't expected this. And you're very grateful. And then we have, look at this. Wow. V. V is coming. And you're like, oh my gosh, look, wisdom, you know. Something is coming into your life that that brings a lot of wisdom. And I think also this time out was to gain a lot of wisdom. This time out that happened where nothing was moving into your in your life, and you don't know where you were going, and you just know you wanted this beautiful new beginning, you know. And you really stayed true to yourself, you know. That's why the stone is here. And the High Priest is someone very committed. So I think there's a person coming in, someone very committed that wants a stable relationship with you, and you don't even see it coming. Because this is a man coming in, and he's holding the hand, you know. This is commitment also. This card stands for commitment, for a new religious path. This could also be the universe handing you the hand and saying, hey, we're here, you know. But I rather see it as a person, a very wise soul that's coming in to your life, and you haven't even thought about that because there is a timeout right now. That's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Whew. This Mercury retrograde here is beautiful. This pile. Very beautiful. So let's see what the advice is. Let's see what the advice is from the universe. I want to have this one. So what's the advice? Oh my gosh, look at this. Sandpiper spirit. Be playful. Ooh. Yeah, I think this person that's coming into your life is like very serious. Like, you know, because they have been through a lot. They're like on a pilgrimage. I think this is a person. And a single person, yeah. And you are single too. And you're very grateful when they come in. Because they complete you. I think it's a person, very beautiful person that's coming in. Because we have beauty here. And the universe is saying, don't worry, because you're like, at first, you are very like this black here. You're like, oh my gosh, what's this? You know, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. And the universe is saying, be playful when that person come in, you know. The 6 is also a gift. You know, 6 in tarot is for me a gift. It's a gift from the universe. And it says, be playful, you know. Wow, I love that. Wow, this is very beautiful, this pile, very beautiful. So whatever coming in during Mercury retrograde, it's so perfect. Okay, Army, that's all what I have. Please subscribe to my channel, please like my videos, and please comment a lot. I love when we interact with each other. And if you say, well, all those piles are similar, they are, yes, because all of us and all the people who find me have similar energies. If I talk about my soulmate, then that doesn't mean you could not have someone similar, you know? So don't worry. Those are all messages from the universe, and they don't give it just for, you know, like for nothing. There's always a message in those, okay? Okay, guys. Bye.